time, right? So this candle is now 2 p.m. UK time, which corresponds to 9 a.m. Eastern time. So this is half an hour before the market opened. So from here now, if I continue to play price on, understanding the basics of SMC and ICT, right? All of this stuff can be used together if you use it responsibly and accurately, right? So what we have over here, just looking at things from a basic kind of ICT perspective, we understand market structure. So this is our most recent swing low in orange. This is our swing high. The reason why this is our most recent swing high is because understand how price tried to drive price down, right? And this is important. I want people to understand this as well. Understand the nature of candlesticks as we are studying them alongside footprint charts, right? So this here represents a liquidity sweep. The reason why this is a sweep of liquidity for me and not a strong boss is because we haven't closed below. So this here is a sign for a Judas swing, right? Or an ICT Judas swing, or simply the low of the day, right? Just from an ICT perspective, right? So from here now, when it comes to identifying supply and demand zones, what we need to understand is simply a supply zone. In this case, we're looking at a supply zone because we're looking for a flip from supply to demand. And the way you want to understand this is that once you've taken a candle like this, this is our candle. This is now going to be our key level. So what makes a key level? Good question, right? What makes a key level? So I want to see a key level essentially drive price lower. And from an ICT perspective, I want to see price leave an inefficiency, right? So this is a fair value gap, but this is an imbalance, right? A lot of people who follow my channel understand that fair value gaps are essentially a massive backbone as to how we trade at Liquid FX. So once you have that in place, from here now, we're essentially now going to engage. We're going to understand the auction between buyers and sellers on the 1 minute chart. Now, as we now get into our key level over here, the candlestick chart, when you zoom into it, doesn't really tell you anything about the interaction between buyers and sellers, right? So as price is kind of fighting in this key level, so if we understand how price does eventually come into this key level, right? So price does eventually come in. We don't know what's happening over here. As each candle progresses up and eventually breaks the demand zone, the supply zone as price does, we don't actually know what's happening, right? So I'm going to introduce people to the idea of using footprint charts, right? So footprint charts themselves, again, we have footprint charts over here. Now notice how we have the same key level that's marked out, right? We have the same key level that we're looking for a potential buy. Now this is the exact same key level. Let's head down to the 1 minute chart. So now that we're on the 1 minute chart, what you can see is the same exact price action. But when I zoom into this over here, we get opened up to quite a new world of price, which you can't get from, regular candlestick chart, right? And we're going to break this down and understand the interaction between buyers and sellers, right? So we understand things in terms of the delta